When I was younger, I spent a lot of time outdoors, and in my teenage years I was very active and very sporty and was forever out on my bike training for racing. And I never thought about covering up. I always thought because I was on the move I would never have a problem with having sunburn, but a few occasions I did get badly burnt, and that's what I think I put it down to. I started to notice that one of my freckles was changing colour, and I thought it was getting slightly bigger, so I decided to go to the GP who told me it needed to come off straight away. It was really scary because as soon as you hear the word cancer, it's oh no, I didn't think it would happen to me. But because the hospitals are so good at explaining everything to me, I was lucky that I only had a basal cell carcinoma, which meant that it was spreading in situ, but it wasn't spreading over my body, so a very scary moment. If I was a teenager again, out on my bike all the time, I would definitely think about putting a sunscreen on. There are some great ones out there that aren't too greasy, don't get in your eyes when you sweat, so I would really be careful. And I think about the times of day I was going out as well and make sure I was really covered up.
Well, when I went first, the first thing they said was that on my shoulder it was a basal cell carcinoma, which is very localised. The one that was on my face, they weren't too sure what it was, and they took some out for a biopsy. Waiting for the result of that biopsy was quite traumatic. And if they'd managed to get all of the cancer from those tests, then that would be the end of it. But if they hadn't, if the peripheral still had cancer cells in it, then it would mean I would have had to go on and had major skin graft surgery. As it was, the surgery I had was a cut from my eyelid down my cheek. I had 15 stitches. Which was quite a large operation, but it would have meant major surgery, and that waiting for the results of that back, I think that was the worst time. I'm here now talking to you. You don't want to be doing exactly the same thing in 10, 15 years time. You don't want to be stood in front of somebody telling them your experience.
But I knew it wasn't the right thing. I knew I should have really gone into the shade, gone to a cafe, not been on the beach all that time. I knew that. I think people are a lot more aware, parents are a lot more aware, which is good. Hopefully the culture when I was growing up, and a bit before as well, realised that sunbathing isn't, being brown isn't really that important. That beauty comes from within, and we have to look after our health, we're all responsible for our health. So.
Please share this video with your family and friends.